going to do today is make a board game. It's a board game that will have fitness-based challenges in it, but also football ones. We've been asked a lot for football skill challenges that you can do at home on your own and stuff. So today I'll be with you. We're going to make a board game, or start making a board game together. In that board game it will have challenges which will be fitness-based stuff or other sports-based stuff as well as football. And we'll also, before we finish the video up, I'll show you some different challenges and how they look, so that it gives you some ideas. But I certainly want you guys to go away and think of your own skill challenges that you might add in, and maybe you can send us your videos via our social media and stuff. Let us know what kind of cool challenges and unique challenges and creative challenges you came up with. That's it really, let's get to it. Right, okay guys, all you need as a minimum is a piece of paper, one piece of paper, a pen, pencil, crayon, colouring pencil, whatever it may be, and then a ruler. That is all you need. If you want to make a bigger Snakes and Ladders paper, you can always get two pieces. So to make your board like a square, you can always tape them together, something a bit like that to make a square. But I'm, for today, just going to use one piece of paper for you. And I'm just going to use a pen and a ruler, but obviously you can make an absolutely lovely looking one and send it to us as well. So, first thing we've got to do is make our grid. There's normally 100 squares in a Snakes and Ladders grid, so we need to make 10 squares this way by 10, so that it makes 100 individual little squares, 10 times 10. Okay, so I'm going to get my ruler, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. And because I'm using one piece of paper and I can only go up to 20, number 20, I'm going to divide that by 10, which is 2. So every 2 numbers I'm going to put a little line so that I know where I'm going to go across. There we go. And you're going to do the same going this way. And I'm going to keep it, just to keep it simple, I'm going to do it 20 numbers across again, so that I remember that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and again I'm just going to put a little dash every 2 numbers down. 8, 6, 4, 2, 3. Amazing! First job done. Now we can just finish off our square. 20. Superb! There we have it. That's our Sporty Snakes and Ladders grid. So the first thing our Snakes and Ladders grid needs, and I would do this in a different colour if you have it, is numbers. So we're going to go from the bottom corner, we're going to go up and around this way. Once we've got our grid, you need to put in some snakes and some ladders. I'm probably going to go with 4 of each, because I think that's a good amount. But you can obviously put as many or as less as you want. I will keep it even, so that you have as many good moments as bad moments. complete, all we need to do now is put in our challenges. So the way this works now is you're going to put in challenges, and you can put them in anywhere you like, apart from at the bottom of a ladder where you would go up, or at the head of the snake where you would go down. You can have one at the tail of the snake or at the top of the ladder where you end up, but you can't put one where they would either move up or down, if that makes sense. Okay, so not at the bottom of the ladder and not at the head of the snake. You can put a challenge anywhere else you like, and you can put as many as you like. Okay, don't fill every box, because I'll explain why in a moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to fill in any of the board. I'm going to leave you guys to do that, but what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and start putting together some challenges for you, so that you can see what some of them may look like, and you can call them whatever it means, like whatever makes sense to you. So for example, if I do press ups, some people call those push ups instead. So you write whatever makes sense for you, and you'll remember what that action is. But basically the way the game works is you're going to have a dice. Now if you don't have a dice, you can always use pieces of paper with 1 to 6 written on them. So if you get another piece of paper, and you can always break it up like this. So if we break it up, and then we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, which is the numbers a dice face would have on it, a dice face would have, and you can break those up into pieces of paper and fold them up. So if you don't have a die, or a dice, whatever you want to call it, if you don't have one, you can always do it this way. Put them into a hat or something, and then obviously you'll pick out what number you're gonna, whichever number you're gonna get. What do I get? I got a 6. Okay, so don't worry about that. But so you're gonna roll your dice, and if you land on a challenge, so let's say I have push-ups in here, and let's say I have 3 of those. Okay. Over here, I might have 5 keepy uppies. Uppies. Okay. So let's say my marker, and again you can make markers just colouring in a bit of paper and making a square. You can make your marker, and if it lands on 8, where I've got to do 5 keepy uppies, I have to then do 5 keepy uppies. Now if I can't do 5 keepy uppies, and I don't manage it in 3 goes, then I go back to the next challenge behind. So I have to go backwards on the grid, okay? I then have to do 3 push-ups. Now if I can't do 3 push-ups, I'll keep going backwards until I get to a challenge I do achieve, and that's when my marker will stay. I know it sounds very mean, doesn't it? But what's important about this is you start on the bottom row, you start with really easy challenges, and it gets harder each row you go up. So the harder challenges will be in this top area, okay? So what that means is we start off with these challenges that we should be able to do, and as we go up towards the top, it gets harder, where we've really got to try hard, and if we don't do it, we end up going backwards on the board, which we don't want, okay? If you do your challenge, then you stay there and then wait till you go again and you carry on playing. Okay, that is the game.